Hi everyone, welcome to the Soul Song. This is Nina, and this is your weekly energy forecast. We're going to take a look at what's happening in the week ahead and also advice from Spirit, of course. Okay, so we have three groups in front of us as usual. Take your time. You can choose with the help of these shells, okay, or you can go for whatever is calling you intuitively. Okay, so if you need more time you can pause the video here, but I'm gonna start with group number one. This is 1, 2 and 3. Okay, hi group 1. So for those of you who've chosen this beautiful shell here, let's take a look at what's happening in the week ahead. These two cards from this oracle are going to be your advice cards, so I'm going to look at them later on. Okay, so let's start with the Lenormand. We've got the sun. Okay, wow, we've got the woman and the letter. This is really positive news. Okay, this could be from a woman. Okay, or if you're a woman watching this, it could be just that this is significant for you and you're the significator here. Okay, but either way, whatever this message or information that is coming your way, could be an email, could be a message, could be any sort of it could even be a formal document. If you've been perhaps waiting for a letter, I'm hearing a go ahead. Okay, some of you may be wanting to get into a particular institution or office or something like that. You're going to hear some positive development or positive news with regards to that. Okay, so that's brilliant. And for others of you, this is some sort of information that comes your way which illuminates your path. So it helps you know it. It's like a realization. Okay, so it will illuminate the path for you. It will let you know exactly, you know, it's a sort of a clarity that is dawning on you thanks to this particular information or communication that is coming your way. Okay, then the next card we have is from the Moonology deck, which I just got today. Balance, spirituality and practicality. Full moon in Pisces. Okay, Pisces is so this is a culmination in the sign of Pisces, and we did have a full moon in Pisces a while back, I think last month. It was really powerful. So maybe this has something to do with what you started back then. Okay, um, it is now culminating. Okay, so think of that. Think of something that you may have started or initiated during that time, and I feel like there's some significance to that Pisces full moon. Okay, so yes, balance, spirituality and practicality. Pisces is not exactly the most practical sign. It's a water sign and it's mutable, so it's very, go with the flow, ebb and flow. But it's very in tune, it's very, very spiritual in nature. That's why they're asking you to balance both those aspects and not get too swayed either way. Okay. Then we have orphaned, we have building blocks. Okay, anxiety, storm warning, my goodness, what's happening? You're super duper anxious about something. Okay, and your tarot is the moon. Wow, you've got like a lot of anxious and fearful energy around you. The tower, oh my goodness. Got the two of swords and the seven of swords, so something is definitely being illuminated here. Something's been worrying you crazy, and this could have something to do with this woman. Okay, particularly or like I said, you could be the woman in this case, but you've been living in a lot of fear about something, okay? And what I'm hearing here is be careful of what you think of because it's likely to manifest. So if you focus on the storm within, okay, your internal struggle, your internal chaos, then that is likely to manifest in your external environment. Now, I don't want you to worry, I don't want you to get scared of this card, okay? Even though it does look a lot like the tower, okay, there's destruction here. But this destruction is necessary. For some of you, I feel like this destruction is of the ego or some aspect of you which is very, very driven towards, almost self destruction. This Seven of Swords to me is usually about, I know people say it's about lying, stealing, cheating, and all of that, but I'm not feeling that here. What I'm feeling is that this has got to do with self sabotage. Okay, you've kept yourself sort of stuck in a situation by over analysis, overthinking, or you've been thinking about the worst case scenario. Okay, this is like a Nine of Swords energy, and interestingly, this card also boils down to the number 9. And you can see outside this window as well, where she's sitting, there's a storm brewing. Okay, there's lightning and thunder, it looks very cloudy, it doesn't look safe outside, it looks stormy. Okay, so that storm I feel is completely internal, and this tower, this storm warning, it's all internal. Do not be afraid of anything um, happening in your external environment that is scary. Okay, but yes, in fact, I got this card a couple of weeks back in my own personal reading that I do for myself, and it doesn't look appealing. It does look scary, but trust me, that was just an internal storm. Okay, it's a wave, it'll pass. That's also what I'm getting with this Pisces energy. So let it pass is what I'm getting. Okay, as in don't mull over that negative sort of energy. um you may have been in this stasis stage, okay, where you're completely out of sync with your intuition. Okay, you've got the moon here as well. This, I see this as a new moon. I know there's no moon in case of new moon, but what I'm seeing is that there's a full moon here in Pisces, there's a moon card, okay, for you, and there's a new moon here. And this is all talking to me about a particular phase in your life, okay? And I feel like that dark sort of phase is coming to an end. It's coming to culmination, okay? And now the sun is gonna rise. So this is gonna call for a big change from you, and you might feel afraid to make a decision, to make a choice despite the tower falling. Okay, that's why you're feeling anxious. It's something that you've never done before, or you've never you know thought of before, and it may be entirely intimidating. That's why you have this energy of self-sabotage as well. You're like, I don't know, I'd just rather stay here in this stasis and not do anything about it and let the storm pass. Yes, let the storm pass, but you will have to make some choice, some decision. And usually, when we stay for too long in this sort of energy, the tower happens. Okay, that's when the universe steps in. This is a Mars energy, with the lightning striking the top of the tower, and the circular top of the rectangular or square tower, which doesn't really fit, is destroyed and disintegrated. And this is a realization, I feel, for many of you, that you have been holding yourself back, you have been self sabotaging, you've been playing this same old, victim sort of story about yourself, that I can't achieve this, I can't do that, I'm all alone, I don't belong here. And I don't even, you might even feel like the universe is not really, listening to you, like nothing good is happening that way. So that sort of story is playing out, which needs to change, okay? Which I feel is the realization that is happening, that you have been holding yourself back because of these fears, and that's just an illusion. This full moon kind of energy is going to bring to light, and the sun is going to bring to light um, that which was a part of your illusion. Okay, so the moon is uh, quite associated with fear in this case, I feel, because you've been fearing making this decision, making this choice, and you've been in this stasis sort of stage for quite a while, whereby you've been denying yourself a particular truth as well about yourself, most likely. Okay, and that truth has to do with the kind of story that's been playing out in your life, that you have been playing in your own mind. Okay, this is all mental energy. Um so it's important for you to, that's why, get a little more practical and do more grounded work. Okay, as in, take one step at a time. Don't let, it's interesting that you have the tower falling here, it's crumbling down, but you also have the building blocks, which is you building a new tower for yourself, which is going to stand on firm ground. And I'm hearing fertile ground as well, something that's going to pay back, something that's going to bring to fruition that it is that which you desire. Okay, so there is um, an illumination, a realization happening, and there is success. Okay, I want you to focus on the positive aspects. I know it's easier said than done, but I really feel like you are gonna either way realize how you have been holding yourself back or letting fear get the better of you. Okay, this is an illusion. Um this crab, or whatever this is, it's some sort of um I I don't know if it's a scorpion. Yeah, could be. But it's the moon card. It is associated with Cancer and Pisces. So, anyway, this crayfish or crab or whatever this is, there's a path ahead, okay, but it's not entirely illuminated. It is, that's why, fearful to take that path. And on either side of that path is these illusions, okay, these dogs, which are not actually real. And the light of the moon usually casts shadows, and those shadows make us fearful of the path ahead. So I feel like that tower is actually a blessing for you, because it's going to bring down and shatter these illusions of fear and, not belonging, not feeling good, not feeling in power, not feeling in your element. Okay, all of that is going to come down, and that's in a way an ego death, and that's a good thing in this case. Okay, so what's the advice for you? We have emergence. I love this. You've got dragonfly and new beginnings. I mean, come on, I can't make this stuff up. So definitely a new beginning happening for you. Your advice is to also take this opportunity. Okay, this is an opportunity. It's a blessing in disguise, whereby you can create a new beginning for you, where you can allow this new beginning to happen. And I like seeing the emergence card here, which tells me that there's a rapid sort of development. Okay, the dragonfly's life cycle is like that. It's got a short life cycle, and it stays underwater for a long period of time, and then it suddenly emerges from there, and it's got wings and can fly. Now it doesn't do that for a really long time. It's got, like I said, a short lifespan, but during that lifespan, it makes the most of it. So it's got these beautiful translucent wings, which remind you of your own magic, okay? And that's who you are emerging into, your own, your true self, okay? Emerging out of this darkness, out of this inner conflict and chaos, and actually coming into yourself. So that's really powerful. I'm wishing you the best for the week ahead. It does look quite eventful. Again, don't be scared, okay? Focus on the positive aspects of what's happening and focus on the new dawn on the horizon, okay? So I'm wishing you all the best. Do take care of yourself. If you like this video, do give it a thumbs up. It does help the channel a lot. And yeah, I'll see you again later. God bless. Bye bye. Hi, Group 2. For those of you who've chosen this beautiful shell here, let's take a look at your reading. There are two cards here which are your advice cards. Okay, so I'm going to put those aside for now and we'll focus on the rest of the reading. Okay, so let's actually start with the Lenormand cards. Okay, got fish, really nice. We've got anchor and scythe. Okay, this is some sort of sudden development in terms of your finances, okay, and your resources. uh, the scythe at the end is a bit challenging, okay, in the sense that you may feel a bit unstable, you may feel a bit you know, a bit shaken up, and this could also have to do with your sense of freedom and movement, okay. We'll see how the rest of the reading plays out, but that's what I'm seeing for now. Um, this anchor also has to do with your work situation. So does the fish. Okay. Let's see how this plays out. Actually, I'm curious. Got the Two of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles. That's nice. We've got the Five of Pentacles and the Chariot. Okay. We've got, you're very close to achieving your goal, Gibbous Moon. That's really nice. It's a positive card. Okay. Then we've got Unfinished Symphony. Yeah, that makes sense. We've got Why. Okay. Interesting. We've got Patience and Rest and Rejuvenation. Okay. So this makes sense. There could be, okay, I have to say this if you, because I need to be honest about what I'm seeing. Okay, be a little careful with your finances and your resources, especially because you might feel even your energy. Okay, the fish, that could also be the case. Like I said, you may be feeling a bit unstable for some reason or depleted in terms of your energy. Okay, so there is some sort of separation also for some of you. Now, I have to say this as a warning because I don't just glitter everything up here, and if I see something that's not so pleasant, I have to say it honestly. So that's what I'm getting. Okay, some of you could be depleted also, either in terms of your energy or in terms of your finances. So be a little careful of making financial decisions because there could be like a sudden development that could throw you a bit off balance. Okay, I'm saying that also because we have this Five of Pentacles here. But the good thing is that wherever you want to actually reach, okay, in the Five of Pentacles, you're making a journey. It's an uncomfortable journey whereby you want to be in this comfortable stage with the Queen of Pentacles. You want to have, you know, an abundance of money, resources, energy, relationships, whatever it may be. And you don't want to, of course, separate yourself from them. But it's an uncomfortable journey that leads you to the Ten of Pentacles. And you've got a 10 here. You've got a 10 here, you've got a 5 here, let's see, and you've got another 10 here. Okay, so there's a sense of you reaching some place here, but you're sort of in that in between stage where it's a bit uncomfortable, where you've not completely reached your goal or reached your where you want to be, and that's what's annoying you a bit. Okay, um so Unfinished Symphony does talk about a certain project, or initiation, anything that you may have started, whereby you need to tie up loose ends. Okay, so it's also about giving that attention. So make sure that whatever you have started, you take it through with your will and determination, because you're very close to reaching your goal. Don't give up, is what I'm getting as a major, major message for you, because your angels, your guides are asking you to be a little more patient here and breathe through this transition period, because it is making you feel uneasy, it is making you feel restless, but um, you're very, very close to reaching your goal, like I said. I will pull one card for this why, okay? Because this card sometimes just blows me away. I don't really understand it at times. So, in this case, I feel like there's a message for you to understand and remember why is it that you started something, okay? So, keeping that end goal in mind is really important. Keeping your motives and your desires, why you exactly even got into something, is important, okay? And if, on the other hand, you have this urge to leave a situation, to separate yourself from a situation, even then they're asking you to contemplate, take a bit of a breather and contemplate about um, the why of the situation. Okay, as in, why do you want to separate, or why do you want to even stay here if you're in two minds about it? So questioning your motives, your reasons for doing something, is important here. Okay, and no motive is bad or good. It's just important to have clarity as to what it is that you ultimately want to achieve. This could have something to do with a relationship. For some of you, you may be like in a distance relationship, a long distance relationship, where you're feeling this sense of separation from your partner, and that's what's bringing up this sort of uh, sense of, it's almost like a sense of urgency to do something about it. Like, I want to go somewhere, I want to do something about this relationship. Either I want to put an end to it, or and free myself from it, or I just want to just give up. That sort of feeling I'm getting here. Okay, but yes, you're very, very close to achieving your goal. So, and also I'm getting that whatever you desire, whatever you are looking for, there could be multiple ways for you to do that, okay, or to get there, which you may not be aware of at the moment, which is why they're asking you to take a breather and to rest and rejuvenate, because I feel like this has depleted your energy to quite an extent. Okay, um, whereby you're not able to be all that flexible when it comes to seeing the other options or the other ways that you can reach your goal. Okay, so yeah, we got stillness and harmony. So this is all talking about, as an advice, this is talking about, again, there are two people here, and we have the Two of Cups here. I feel like this has something to do with the relationship for most of you. So you're being asked to focus on how to play your part in this, or your role in this equation. Okay, focus on that, and focus on also taking care of yourself. Okay, don't forget yourself, and don't deplete your energy completely for somebody else, or just to remain in that equation, because yes, maintaining harmony in relationships is important, but you can't do that at the expense of, your health, your mental health, your physical health, and your well-being in general. But understanding where is it that you're where is it that you want to head, okay, keeping that end goal in mind, and trying to maintain harmony as far as you can in this situation is what's important. So maybe separate yourself a little bit from this situation. This is not a bad idea, and perhaps that will give you an idea of give you some clarity as to what you should do here, okay. The why is what will surface from this depth of the lake then, if that makes sense to you. I'm just gonna pull one card for the, I don't know if this actually made sense to you. Let me know if it did. It's a bit weird, but yeah, I'm getting a strong relationship angle here. Let's ask about this Y card. Why is this Y card? Okay, so it's talking about courage to see. Yeah, this definitely has something to do with a community or a relationship. Okay, so we've got the Strength card and the Three of Cups. Sometimes it takes a lot of courage to admit to ourselves, the reality or the truth of a situation. About, for instance, if you're, I'm just giving an example, if you're in a codependent sort of uh, relationship, and you deep down, everybody knows this, okay, they know that they're codependent, or this relationship is not healthy, but what happens is that they keep compromising, okay, for whatever reason. Everybody's got their own reasons for doing that, and that reason is this why. And um, once you understand or face that reality, and it takes courage to do that, okay, because this is all about self mastery and um, making peace and mastering over your inner demons, not anybody else. This is not force, this is not exertion, this is not aggressiveness or anything like that. This is your internal strength, your courage, your gumption, okay, and it takes that courage to admit to yourself why you're actually doing what you're doing. So whether you're staying or leaving, or accepting something that is not healthy for you, or uh, you have this urge to, just quit something and leave, why is it that you're doing that, okay? That is going to take some courage for you to see clearly for yourself, and that's going to come if you quieten your mind, and if you take some time out to take a breather, and maybe meditate and relax, and then that answer will come to you. So quite an interesting reading. Let me know how this resonates. But it has something to do with your stability as well. Maybe you're in a relationship that's not really, I don't know. I feel like it has one of those angles, of a relationship. So I'm gonna leave this here. Okay. I hope this helps, and I hope this was useful to you. Do let me know in the comment section, and I'm wishing all the best for the week ahead. Do take care of yourself, and I'll see you again later. Bye bye. Hi, group 3. So, for those of you who've chosen this beautiful little shell here, let's take a look at your cards. I have pulled out 2 cards as advice for you, which we'll take a look at towards the end of the reading. And for now, we'll start with the Lenormand cards, okay? Wow. Wow, this is really positive. You've got the key, the house, and the heart. I feel like this could go either way, okay? could be this way as well. Okay, so what I'm saying is that some of you could definitely be moving into a new home because you've been wishing and hoping and desiring this particular goal. Okay, let's call it that. But there's a lot of sweetness as far as your home life, your domestic life is concerned, your stability is concerned. And some of you are definitely either getting the home of your dreams, or moving to a new place, which is amazing. Okay, and this also has to do with your stability and security. So, whatever that means to you, it could even be you just feeling really secure with where you are in life in general. But the key is like an upgrade in a way, and it's also a success card. It's also related to enlightenment. Okay, so you may be getting some brilliant ideas with respect to which are going to actually affect your stability and security and all of that. Okay, so especially if you're doing like a home based business or something, you could find some success in that. And if you've been struggling with a particular problem this that's associated with your relationships, or your home situation, then you're gonna find the solution, the answer to that issue or that problem during this period of time. So that's brilliant. Let's take a look at your tarot cards. I think you got some extra cards here. You've got the devil, okay, nine of swords, wow, four of pentacles, and the nine of wands. You got two nines here. So a cycle is ending, it is reaching a stage of completion. Okay, what do you need to release? Waning moon. Interesting. And I feel like this nine of wands is looking directly at the devil here, and the nine of swords, and that's talking about what you need to release. um the four of pentacles is you basically clinging on to something that is unhealthy in this case, because it's the devil and the nine of swords energy here. Okay, so there's something that is really bothering you. It's been a challenge, you've come a long way, okay, because it's a nine, but at the same time it's not something that has resolved. Okay, and that's why they're asking you to pay attention to what you need to release. This could be completely internal, in the sense that you let go of certain defenses or certain behaviors that are unhealthy for you in your relationships, especially. I don't know why I'm getting like a cling on sort of energy, where there's this so codependent sort of energy where one partner in the relationship is very, very clingy, and yeah. So yeah, I'm getting that for some of you. But for others of you, there's a bad habit or a pattern of thinking, especially, okay, which has not served you, of course. And you're coming to a realization that I've got to do something about this, and this is a really pathetic way of, treating myself, and I deserve better, and I need to let go of this particular habit or pattern or um, behavior or addiction or some sort of vice that you have, okay, that's unhealthy for you. Okay, and I keep seeing that nine of wands looking at the devil. You've got blossoming abundance. I mean, come on, that's really nice. You've got door to romance, and you've got time for a nap, not surprised to see that, and to the sea. Okay, how do I place these? So, abundance is of all forms. In this case, I feel like there's an abundance of love, okay, that is coming your way. Um, there's a situation perhaps that is developing whereby you may find, you know, that some of you could be even moving to a new home with your partner or something like that. Just give me a second. I felt like I want to sneeze, but anyway. So, what's interesting is you've got the numbers 3 here and 33, and you've got two nines, okay? And you've got another 33. So, that's definitely ancestral energy. So, whatever's happening, they're watching over you, okay? And that's why, and you may be even getting some messages or some enlightenment in your dreams, which is why they're asking you to take a nap, because I don't think you've been able to sleep properly and rest properly. And also, just generally taking a break is important from the situation when it's starting to bother you so much that you're losing your health, or you're feeling tired and just exhausted from it. So there is some sort of positive development that is coming through, okay? But I feel like it's gonna come almost like out of the blue. Like you're not expecting this, okay? Because you don't seem to be in a really good sort of energy where you're um you know I feel like you're not expecting this, because you're kind of just going with whatever's been happening, okay? But you are being guided, you are being led in the right direction. They are they're asking you to focus on what you need to release, because there's something better that is waiting for you. So if it's a toxic situation with a partner, or if it's a toxic relationship, I feel like they're telling you that there's something really beautiful on the other side, and that new relationship or new connection is waiting for you on the other side of this door. But for it to open, you're gonna have to let go of and walk, let go of what was and walk through that door, right? But I feel like you're not seeing that at the moment, which is why they're asking you to take a breather, take a nap, and remove yourself from that situation, because then that key is going to open a new door for you. And definitely new love for some of you is what is waiting on the other side. Okay, you've even got the heart here. So some new romance or new situation is developing, but I feel like you're still kind of clinging on to that old resistant energy. What's happening as far as, but I feel like some of you are not actually in a toxic relationship. It's just that you feel unprepared for it, because you've had a past which is still sort of haunting you, okay? So you're questioning it, you're doubting everything, and you don't feel prepared to let go of this comfort zone of yours. And the comfort zone can be very unhealthy for us, but we just get used to it. We're like, okay, I'd rather be single than break my heart again. That sort of attitude. That is being in your comfort zone. That is an unhealthy way of being and thinking. So if you have something beautiful that is emerging, then you need to be prepared to let go of what is actually not working out for you, okay? We've got grounding and karma. Okay. So there's a karmic cycle. Now, the devil also is associated with karma at times, because there's some karmic ties or karmic patterns that you need to break free from, is what they're suggesting, in order to fully accept and embrace this new abundance that is coming your way. And in your case, I feel like this is an abundance of love, okay? And you may have completely shut the door on that, but there is a new door opening up for you, okay? um, for others of you, this has something to do with a new love in terms of what you like doing, okay? So it could have something to do with um, a new like career or work or project that you're very fond of, but there's something that you need to release before You can fully embrace what spirit and what your ancestors especially want to bring to you. Okay, there's a lot of ancestral energy here. So this is part of your karmic, uh, you know, lesson, you could say, or part of the journey that you've made so far. And the grounding card usually comes up when you're too much in your head, which is quite visible here. Okay, so meditating is really going to be beneficial to you. Taking good care of yourself physically, especially. I'm feeling like you're very, very tired. Okay, and once you actually, what happens is when you're extremely tired and you're clinging on to something, and then you're just like fed up, like I just want to give up, I want to surrender. When you surrender is when the magic happens, when suddenly, there's a new door that opens up for you, and you find this, like the clouds are parting, and you can see that beautiful heart shining behind it, and you can see the way forward, which you probably haven't been able to see until now. So they want to show you the path if you're feeling lost, but they want you to ground your energy and get out of your head and get out of your own way. Okay. And yes, release your stronghold on whatever it is that you're clinging on to. So that was your reading. Very interesting. I'm wishing you all the best for the week ahead. I hope you have a fabulous week. Do take care of yourself, and I'll see you again later. Do give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed the reading. Leave me a comment. It does help the channel because it lets YouTube know that this is something worth watching. Okay. All right. Take care and God bless, and thanks for watching again. Bye bye.